Well, how did you come to host the 2026 NAM Awards?
Well, I was excited to be invited by Tony Baraz. He's a really dear friend of mine at Logitech Ultimate Ears, and he initially connected me with Karen Dunn. So I served on a panel that she offered about 3 years ago, and following the panel, I ended up, I think, doing about 3 awards 2 years ago. And then they enjoyed my stage presence and what I've offered to the music community. And so last year, 2025, I ended up administering 6 awards with Noah, which was phenomenal.
Which awards?
Six different awards. They just increased the awards that they wanted me to offer as a presenter. Yeah. And so after that, they said, we had some names in the hat on a host for the 41st award, and basically you hands down were invited. Yeah, so that's how that kind of came about.
What's the experience been like dealing with essentially engineers and manufacturers of the software and gear as opposed to dealing with creatives, performers, writers, etc.?
For me, there's a lot of continuity, believe it or not. I have this mantra, life is rhythm, and rhythm is patterns. It's a blend of upbeats and downbeats, delicately interwoven with sound and silence. So each lane actually has its own system of rhythms. And so there's a connection there that's more obvious than we realize. So for me, it's a little bit interchangeable because the conversation between engineers and the conversation between creatives have a lot of overlap, a lot of parallels to me, yeah.
What's your feeling about music education and young people learning to play instruments as opposed to just DJ and sample and do things like that? Because that's kind of eclipsed live performance among junior high school and high school age people, I would think.
I think it's essential for students to learn how to play instruments. Like, even if they decide not to carry on as a career, what it does to the cerebral cortex, the prefrontal cortex, their ability to find patterns and translate that into math and English and problem solving is undeniable. So I think even discipline, kids that have discipline issues or focus issues, if they're given an instrument, then it almost expands their purpose and it gives them an opportunity to focus their energy somewhere. So I think it's essential, and I think it makes for a more holistic adult even to have an experience with music, and the power of healing that comes through frequency and sound and music is also really powerful and really amazing. Yeah.
What do you think about the influence of church in choral performances in schools and things like that?
I think that's also great. I think the variety of music is important. There's certain genres that offer a different type of discipline in order to execute the music and precision in the instrument, whether it's voice or actual instrumentation. And so I think the diversity is great. I have classical background, also played in church, marching band, concert band. So that allows you, jazz ensemble, allows you to integrate in different environments and opportunities. So I definitely support it for young people.
Was this a little nerve-wracking to do this live thing? It's not about a performance, but a hosting?
No, I've done quite a few keynote addresses. I'm a graduate of Howard University, so I've also done keynote addresses there. I've done workshops and team building exercises with executives, corporate, environments. So I enjoy it, and it was great to be among engineers, and I'm a little bit of a nerd. I was valedictorian in my high school, so it was great to be able to offer like some comic relief and still inspire the creative community. So
you made a remark about if you're in Houston, look me up. That was really just perfunctory, right? It wasn't a serious invitation because there were 1,000 people in there.
Yeah, there were, but we can coordinate. We have schedules. We have Google. So we can add it to the calendar. We can figure some things out. But it's definitely a great opportunity. And, it's important for people to know that in order for us to advance forward, like our patterns have to include collaboration. We can't live on an island. We have to know that we have to work together, and we have to also communicate to each other that we're available and accessible, so it's important.